What are you going to say when the hiring manager says, do you have any other questions? Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Miguel. I talk about personal finance, investing, crypto, and much more. If you're thinking about applying to a new job or switching jobs, this video is for you. After watching this video, you're gonna have the tools to determine if this new job is right for you. The inspiration of this video came from a Reddit post, and I wanna read it out loud for you guys. It says, is it okay to ask about a company's financial health and job interview if applying to a startup? I'll leave a link in the description of this Reddit post so you guys can check it out. So the tips that I'm going to share out are based on my experiences and what I've seen in working in the startup and corporate Fortune 500 jobs. To answer this person's question, yes, you must ask about the company's financial health. Every company has a risk. You have to minimize that risk. To minimize that risk, you have to be straightforward. Hey, what is your company's health? You need to ask the very hard questions. All right, so let me give you guys 2 tips. So the first tip is asking about their runway, especially if it's a startup or a small business. You want to get an idea of how much time they have before they run out of cash. If the company says they only have 2 months, 3 months of runway, that is a big red flag. That means there's a risk of you not getting paid, not being able to pay your bills. If a company says that they only have 1 year or 2 years of runway, then that is less risk compared to a company that says they only have 3 or 4 months. Hard cash is important, guys, when you're dealing with small businesses like a startup or like a consulting business. Tip number 2, study this company as if it was a stock. Do a deep dive research about the company that you're applying to. That means you have to understand the product. You have to understand the market. Is there a need of this product in the market? Do people want it? Are people using it? If you want an example of market analysis, I have one for Upwork. So I'm a long-term investor of the Upwork stock because of what I'm seeing in the product and what I'm seeing in the market. So that's just an example. So you also want to research this company. Look at the reviews. Look, what are customers saying about this company? That will give you an idea of the product. Get a good idea of what local people are saying about the product, about that business. You won't be able to look at their financials, but you'll be able to see what the market says about that product or service. Why is this company unique versus the other competitors? Let me give you guys a personal example. So when I moved to Atlanta, I was about to join this non-paid internship. And this non-paid internship was for 4 months. 4 months of not getting paid. There was a chance that it could be full-time, paid full-time. But, when I looked into the company, I didn't find any good, things about it. And it was a big risk. This was a big risk. If I would have accepted that, it was a big risk because I wouldn't be able to pay my bills. The good thing is that I reached out to some of my friends to get, an idea of what they would do. And they recommended, no, don't do this, Miguel. You need to look for a job that gets you paid. Yes, this would have been like a good learning experience if I would have joined. But at the time, my situation, I had to pay bills. I had to make money. I didn't have the time to, spend, 8 hours doing this non-paid internship. I had to make money. The key here is risk, guys. If I would have joined that non-paid internship, I would have taken a huge risk. And that risk, wasn't justified. That non-paid internship had a big risk, but the reward was so low, I couldn't justify it. Luckily, a couple months later, I was able to find a job that actually paid. So the point of the video, guys, is every new job that you enter has a risk. There's a risk that it won't work out. There's a risk that they might let you go. You have to, evaluate that risk. A lot of that risk level is really determined by our goals. Where we are in life, the bills that we have to pay, the people we have to support. So they have an influence of what risks we want to take. Guys, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. And if you guys want to support the channel, I'll leave a Patreon where I'll have behind the scenes content and more one-on-one personal talks. I want to hear from you guys. What kind of questions did you ask the hiring managers? What were some good questions versus what was some bad ones? Thank you guys for watching the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.